So yeah, after I've done my reaction to the whole new album, Metal Forthright, I've actually been always thinking about this question: who screams for Baby Metal? And I was like, there has to be some videos online that are explaining or at least showing what is going on behind the scenes and who's actually growling and doing all of this heavy stuff in Baby Metal, right? Of course, we do know that it's Momometal, and this is just to prove to ourselves, at least for me, for in this video, like I do want to see what is her capacity and what she's capable of. I know I repeated myself, but still. So let's just see. No, actually. So let's just hear. Of course, before starting, let me shout out to the original channel, GabyMetalDeath. Links are always in the description, and be sure to watch the original video if you haven't. And without further ado, let's just watch this together. Okay, let me make this louder for myself.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
I thought this was already going to be the first example.
Her name is Momo.
Hell yeah.
Momoko Okazaki. Years ago, she put down that kazoo to do music that sounds a little more like this.
Yeah, this is one of the brightest examples. I agree.
Is a group that has always had screams in their music. Even their show opener and introduction is almost entirely screams chanting BABYMETALDeath. Or BABYMETALDeath, if you prefer. But those harsh vocals were pre-recorded by people whose names are not Suzuka, Moa, Yui, or even Momo. Official credit has not been given to much of the earlier harsh vocals, as far as I've seen, though you can find a long list of credits on BABYMETAL's songs if you search for it.
Okay.
A few people hold the belief that
it.
Suzuka, Moa, or Yui were ever the ones actually doing that growling or screaming in the style of this, or this. But what about Momo? I mean, they put her front and center. She asked me if I was ready.
Yes, this part destroyed me when I did the reaction.
Her voice? Does Momoko Okazaki have the ability to scream and growl as is presented in their studio and live performances? Well, before I get into this further, I'm going to start by giving my credentials and background, because I am not an authority on anything. But I think it's helpful to know where someone's coming from, to give the context for their perspective. This is just why I think the way I think, right? This is my experience. This is the lens for my thoughts. Okay?
I mean,
firstly, I
who
have
am
been
I to
listening to
blame
music
you?
that contains harsh vocals such as screaming, growling, pig squealing, and everything in between since somewhere around 2003. I was in middle school. The earliest screamers I can remember hearing are Corey Taylor of Slipknot,
exactly.
Chester Bennington of Linkin Park,
Yep.
and the low growls of Serge Tankian from System of a Down. I continued deeper into this,
Legends.
and I'm a fan of many screaming
All of
vocalists. Some of my favorite screamers hail from the following bands.
Actually, I'm not familiar with this group. All the dates I remember, yeah, they are great too.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not coming from the perspective of someone who has no background in heavy music until Baby Metal, but Baby Metal won me over. I have loved metal music with harsh vocals for years, but then Baby Metal came along and became my favorite band in the world after decades of listening to metal. Secondly, I'm a musician. I am primarily a drummer and have been drumming since I was 10, so about 25 years. I've been in punk rock bands and metal bands and have played original songs I helped create and covered other music by metal bands countless times. I dabbled in singing and screaming, and I don't think I'm amazing, but I can get the job done in short bursts if I want to scream along to my favorite song.
Damn, that's nice.
I know I'm not the best out there, but I only offer this up so you know where I'm coming from, what my experience is with all this. I'm not just a blindly supportive fan that will believe anything Baby Metal throws at me. I'm a musician and longtime metalhead who is also now a huge Baby Metal fan that will blindly support anything that Baby Metal throws at me. Just kidding. So that's it. That's where I'm coming from. That's the context. Moving on. So this song, Metallic, was the first time Momo was showcased front and center with what appeared to be growls coming from her mouth. Discussion online immediately began about whether Momo was actually the one screaming. And just to get this out of the way, I'm going to use the terms screaming and growling interchangeably in this video. I'm not nearly pedantic enough to get into the specifics of what constitutes a scream, what constitutes a growl, gutturals, all that. We're not doing that. That's not what we're here for, okay? You know what I mean. So, was Momo screaming in Metallic? Are there other examples of Momo screaming that we can compare it to? I'm glad you asked! Here is Momo, not much later than Metallic, screaming portions of the song Headbanger on her Night of 20 performance
let's listen.
last year.
That sounds insanely sick.
Side by side.
Yeah, it's totally similar.
So whether it's Momo or not, those are the same person, right? Can we agree on that? Those are the same person? Okay, so next up we got Ratatata.
This song is insane. The same vocals,
Now to be fair, I did not personally pick up on the fact that this was Momo when I first heard it. I had to see it in a comment and then go back and listen. And dude, you can hear it's the same person. It's the same growl. So this is our first example of a higher level of proof. Before we were just saying that two songs featuring no other screamers sounded the same. Now we have a third example from a collab song where we have a different screamer named Kevin who we can compare the scream to. They did it for us. Kevin says, "Are you ready?" And immediately afterward, Momo says, "Are you ready?" Those are not both Kevin. They sound different. And it would be just plain silly to repeat "Are you ready?" twice by the same guy. Like that's just silly. That would be silly.
I mean, it's obvious, like, man.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's
continue.
talk about the latest example of Momo screaming. My personal new favorite Baby Metal song, for now.
Song 3. Yeah, I knew it. This is insane.
Song 3 is so far the most direct showcase from Baby Metal to the fans that Momo is screaming. She is
I mean, I also saw that
song is full of
shorts, reel,
basically a walking number,
whatever you call it.
And she is
oh yeah, these facts, they were insane when y'all told me about it.
Now some people are insisting that all the screaming in Song 3 is Alex Terrible. Let's take a look at the, let's take a look at that.
People are going to get mad at me just for asking the question. So I'm going to really pay attention to see if this is her or if it's the sound of, like, you know, the Slaughter, the Prevail.
I think it's going to be...
What? Wait a minute, what's the pause? Are you kidding me? Like, how can you not differentiate between two vocalists if you're a fan? Like, you have to listen to the song and you can easily tell who is who. Like, Alex is coming later in the song in his own parts, and before that, everything is Baby Metal. So, what's the point here? Like, this guy is taking a little bit of a long time because, I mean, for me at least, it's kind of obvious.
That's what I'm guessing.
And
right.
I don't need any approvals.
It's mixed. It's two of them. It's him and her.
Now, I also myself extracted vocals from...
Wait, what? I disagree with Kodak here. I think it's layered Momo, and I do not hear Alex at all. But that's just me. And what did he say?
Alex and her mixed. That's what I'm guessing. All right, here we go.
I don't remember them doing parts where they are mixed together, actually. If I'm being honest. So... no, they were polar opposites.
It's mixed. It's two of them. It's him and
no.
Now I also
that's only Momo.
Vocals from Song 3 and made a short where I put Momo in the song Reverie by Electric Callboy.
Oh. Yeah, like look at this. Here it is.
Those are different, buddy.
Exactly.
Alex is a beast. He doesn't even need a goddamn microphone.
Yeah, I've seen this. This is insane. Actually, if you haven't checked out their latest album, Grizzly, it's insane. You have to.
He has a specific sound and is pretty clearly
That's
not
hilarious.
the only screamer here. But is it Momo? So you could come in here and say, well, okay, but the person screaming is just someone else on the Baby Metal team who does it for all the Baby Metal tracks, including Ratatata and Song 3. Okay, sure. You could reasonably believe that they have a designated uncredited guy following Baby Metal around to scream for them, that this guy does the parts for Metalli, Momo Banger, Ratatata, Song 3, and will continue to do them forever. I guess I don't have any proof, not obstructed by music or manipulated by software, to show that it's Momo.
Where?
なんだって
Do I need to play it again?
お前の顔色が悪い
Do I
Wow.
need to play it again? It's
That's the
Momo's
same.
people. That
That's the
is
same
Momo.
vocals.
Definitively. No more debate. Fucking listen to it.
顔色だ
Yeah.
Let the world hear
Amazing.
Momoko Okazaki is indeed Momozilla, melter of faces. If you still want to doubt that it's Momo, if you want to sit there and say the radio show
I feel
too,
proud, man.
since it's all pre-recorded, well, I mean, you're allowed to live your life with that much pessimism in your heart, if you want to. But the rest of us are going to go have a good time. Now, if you
You
don't
can
like
easily
Momo's
hear in
screams,
all of their
that's
performances,
your
like,
opinion. You can
it's
feel that.
Momometal.
Hell, some people don't like screaming at all. But don't come into my comment section.
Even if it was
Momo is bad
pre-recorded,
at
you can
screaming.
tell that that's
Do I
her
need to play the
vocals
clip again?
by the voice and by the tone of it,
You know, that's just
the
like
pitch special.
your opinion, man.
You saying that someone
So,
is
yeah.
bad at screaming is unhelpful.
I hope you understand what I
unkind,
mean.
And exists as nothing but assholery. It's an assholism. DBAG. Don't be a gatekeeper. I don't care what your background is. I don't care if your name is George Corpse Grinder Fisher. Music is art. It is subjective. We can argue about screaming techniques and how healthy they are for your throat, but you can't sit there and tell someone that something they think sounds good sounds bad, actually. I mean, you can, but you'll just be a gatekeeper and an asshole. Hashtag don't be an asshole. In conclusion, Momoko Okazaki can growl, does growl, and has growled.
I mean, you could have just shown the last clip in the first 10 seconds of this video and that would have been just case closed.
It's no different than Suzuka getting backed up by the pre-recorded track they used for her. We all know that she's amazing at singing. And song 3 is not only Alex terrible. Don't worry about that clip where they clearly put something over Momo's voice, like where they're messing around, like Alex screams.
Actually, I've seen this. I don't think I've noticed something.
Which is hilarious, by the way. I understand
different.
that one's even more edited than anything else they've ever done. That video's for jokes,
I have to watch
man.
this again,
That
I
video was
guess.
supposed to be funny, okay? So I better not see anybody using that as proof, saying, look, Momo doesn't scream because this one clip is obviously very, very, very edited. Okay, whatever. Okay? Whatever. Alex Terrible is a beast of a human. But you know what? So is Momozilla.
Fair enough. I agree. Well, now is case definitely closed. Like, I won't say that I wasted my time here. It was actually interesting to see all of the angles and all of the different theories that some people probably had, maybe. And if y'all had worries about all of those vocals being somewhat different than Momo, then I hope you can sleep well from now on. At least me, I was pretty sure already, but with this video it just became more clear. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this with me, and I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.